To learn a language is to have one more window from which to look at the world. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Focus Good with Preeja. So this session is for people who understand English language but they really don't feel confident to speak. They feel a little scared and at times they blow it. Learning language is an active process that begins at birth and continues throughout life. So it means we are acquiring a new means of communication like grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, etc. We can distinguish three different stages of learning. First, survival understanding. Second, proficiency. Third is fluency. So let's understand what survival understanding means with an example. It means using basic grammar and vocabulary. I just wanted to share a hilarious moment of my life. I was growing up in a northern part of India and I used to ask my mom, Mom, how did you manage with your Hindi speaking? So I used to say that when I visited the vegetable grocer, so I really didn't know names of the vegetables. So I just used to manage this by saying ye wala, wo wala, idhar wala, udhar wala. So that's how she managed. So this is a classic example of survival understanding. The second stage is proficiency. At this stage, an individual is able to express his or her views using a wide range of advanced vocabulary, correct grammar structure, and complex syntax. Third stage is fluency. At this level, an individual is able to communicate freely without any errors. It is essential, especially when speaking to native speakers, so that one could avoid misunderstandings and it enables to get message across. Moving on to the crux of the session, how to speak English fluently. First takeaway of the session, think in English. This means putting your brain in English only mode, and this would definitely help you. Thinking in the language you want to learn is essential, and it helps to increase your fluency and also in connecting with people. It will be really difficult and hard, and it take time because we have trained our mind as such. We are so much habituated the way we used to think, frame the words. For example, when you speak in your mother tongue or a native language, you just think and you speak instantly. Something pops up and you just speaks it out. But when you have to speak in English, now please try to understand the depth of it. When you are trying to speak in English, first you have to think, you have to translate, convert it from your native language to English, filter it, and then speak. So that's what is really happening, and that's where we really struck. We don't get proper words, we fumble. So what we need to do now is to bridge the gap. So for that, we need to think in English. Second point, learn like babies. Have you ever thought of how does a kid, a baby, learn their mother tongue? The kids grow up surrounded by the conversation and will acquire the language being used around them. Small little kids, they observe, they learn, they reiterate, they replicate the things what their parents do, they learn it and they put it in practice. So they don't see what is right and what is wrong. They just observe and listen. Now these are the key words. Observe and listen. Learn like babies. No matter you know it, you don't know it, whether it's right or wrong, just observe and learn. Listen and replicate it. She learns to express things before even knowing the meaning of words. Third pointer, talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. You really don't need a partner to speak. I'm afraid how many of you would have noted this, that you don't have control of what is happening outside you or around you. When you speak, when you're trying to speak to your friends or family members, they at times may laugh at you and make fun of you. You don't have control of what is happening outside you. But yes, you have complete control of yourself, what is happening in your head. You have complete control of things happening inside you. When you speak to yourself in your head, you are very much aware that you are learning something new and you're taking all the efforts. So the entire universe will certainly support you. You can make mistakes and still understand. So when you say that you can speak to yourself or oneself in English, that means that there are a lot of conversations which goes inside us. So why not to speak to them? It's not only that you speak to the outside person, but you speak to yourself, to your conversation, your thoughts. For example, when you get up, you can say good morning to yourself. You can say, rather than using your native language, you can say that I have to make or I have to prepare a tea. These are little things which you can bring in use in your daily life. I remember once I was making my kid sleep and I said good night to her. And she said, night night, mama. So I just asked her, from where did you learn this? She said, mama, I used to watch Peppa Pig. See, I learned something new from my daughter. So that's how it is. And the last mantra, but very important, is practice. You may really go wrong, but how does that matter? People are so obsessed to be right that at times they really lose what they really want to do. All you need is courage. Courage to learn and learn. And bring it to action, action, action. So learn it, bring it to practice. There are different means and modes or different sources. Like you may watch kids' cartoon, you may see English movies, English songs, you may read English books, newspapers, watch news in English. You can maintain a little diary or book where you write and narrate the things which you go through on your daily basis. When you learn a language so well that you think and you spontaneously, instantly speaks out, and the words just pour in and they are so effortless. This is called internalizing language. And once language is internalized, it can be retained and retrieved as and when needed in communication. But never stop learning. So hope you like the video. So stay safe, stay tuned, and please do subscribe and share. Thank you.